Hi there. In this video, we are going to help you. I'm going to help you to reduce your fear of the unknown. A lot of times there's a part of you that wants to make a transition, a big leap, take a big leap of faith, job change, maybe move, sell a house, leave a relationship, step into a relationship, lots of big transitions, maybe invest in something. And there is this fear of the unknown. And a lot of it has to do with your past experiences of maybe things not going so well and trying something new or stepping into something new can be really scary. And it can keep you spinning in the doubt, spinning in fear and worry, creating lots of stress and anxiety. And I want to help you to relieve that, learn how to manage it so that you can take the steps to move forward in your life. Because right now, the behaviors that you have are keeping you safe and you're in the comfort zone, so to speak. But they're not allowing you to take the steps that you need to, right? It's because there's too much fear there. So in order to, it's just like our brain is hardwired to think and act and help us behave in a way that just kind of keeps us where we're at. This is safe. I'm just going to play here. But in order to feel safe and comfortable to go to the next level, break through that ceiling a little bit, you've got to create new neural pathways in your brain. And that takes some healing work, consistent practice of using some tools. And of course, my jam is EFT tapping. So we're going to dive into a little bit of that today. So I want you to create a goal of one thing that you're holding back on doing, just one thing. And how do you feel about the goal? Do you feel scared, doubting, you don't believe that it will happen, frustrated, angry? How do you feel about it? And then I want you to rate all those words on a scale of 0 to 10. And it's really good to also, I did that because I'm expecting you to write down in your journal, right? Keep track of this somehow. Because what's really important is to keep testing back to this goal and wiping out whatever is in your way to getting to your goal. So what is your goal? How do you feel about it? And rate those words on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 is no intensity, 10, it's crazy intensity. And when you think of this goal and what's keeping you from it, does it raise your shoulders and cause clenching tension somewhere? Does it cause some heart palpitations of anxiety or some, tension in your belly or disruption in your belly? Just notice. Does it bring in a, resistant or stuck feeling? Those are all nervous system stress responses. Maybe you feel cold. It could be cause sweating. All sorts of things can happen. And those stress responses are connected to traumatic events. They could be small traumatic events. They could be big traumatic events from your past. And what this work does is it helps you to clear the emotional clutter that's in your way of going down the winding path to what needs attention so that we can wipe that out, wipe it out of your system, bring it up and out. And then you won't be attached to those things anymore from your past. You won't be in the same behaviors anymore because your subconscious will be calmer and you'll feel safer in order to take steps to step into the unknown. All right, so we're going to be using EFT tapping here, and I'm going to take you along in a little bit of a journey. So I'd say that if you have your numbers are above a 7, because we're not working privately here, I would say that you should do some tapping and breathing before you even add words. And I'm going to show you how to do that real quick right here. So we're going to tap on the points. I'm going to show you the points: side of the hand, karate chop point, top of the head with my whole palm, inside the eyebrows. You can use one or the first 2 fingers, right where the hairline starts of the eyebrows, right on the bone there, outside the eyes, right on the corner of the eyes, underneath the eyes, under the nose, on the chin, right under the lip where the chin goes in. Now, under the collarbone, you can do these points here, or you can do right here at the tip of the, the collarbones here. And if you drew a V, you can just do a gentle fist tapping there. All of this area feels good to me. I like this. And then under the arm, it's about 4 inches or so right under the armpit next to your chest. And you can do the reach from both sides here and hug, or you can do it this way, or just one side is fine. So that's the basic recipe. And I would advise you to do 1, 2, 3 rounds, however much you need, of tapping and taking a deep focused breath like this on each point. In through your nose and out your mouth. So it's a loud and proud, audible breath, right? So it would be and out. So maybe you work up to that type of breath, or maybe continue to expand on it and go through each point, like I just showed you, and take a nice, deep, focused breath on each point. And maybe you just keep doing a few rounds of that and get your numbers down a little bit. It'll also create a little more focus for you, because there might be lots of emotions that you're experiencing now, and this will help to bring in a little bit more focus and clarity. And then you'll work on the most intense words for you. All right, so now we'll get in. So you can pause the video if you need to do the tapping and breathing, and then come back to this part. All right, so we're going to tap here, and I'm going to say words and phrases that pertain to this theme, but I'm going to guide you to fill in the blanks with your words. And you're going to out loud repeat everything that I say. All right. So even though I'm feeling this, fill in the blank: anger, anxiety, doubt, I don't believe in myself, whatever the word is. Just have this fear of the unknown. Because, fill in the blank. All right, because I could lose all my money. I could not get the results that I want. I could not be happy. Anything that is the reason why you have this fear of the unknown, or why you think it, might be, or it's just too scary, right? Whatever it is, it's yours, and that's fine. And then you'll say a balancing phrase or acceptance phrase. So this is just how I feel right now. And then we'll go through it 2 more times. Even though I have this fear of the unknown, and it's making me feel frustrated, angry, doubting, whatever it is. because fill in the blank. And now say, but right here and right now, I am safe. Nothing bad is happening. Right here and right now, I am okay. And last time, even though I have this fear of the unknown, and it's making me feel like, because I'm just choosing to acknowledge I feel this way. And if this feels right to say, you can say, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself as I am. But if you don't feel it, don't say it. And that's okay. And then we'll go to, top of the head. It's fear of the unknown. All this fear outside the eyes, this fear under the eyes, fear under the nose. Maybe you add in this frustrating fear, if that's your word. On the chin, this angry fear. Under the collarbone, here or here, this fear. It's frustrating. And under the arm, this fear. All right, now we'll do another round, and I'm going to ask you to put in any of the physical sensations that are going on, right? So top of the head would be, maybe you feel this lump in your throat, like this fear in my throat, inside the eyebrows, this fear in my belly, or this frustrated fear in my chest, right? Make it your own, outside the eyes. Just keep repeating it. Under the eyes, this fear in my, right? Under the nose, all this tense fear in my shoulders or my jaw. On the chin, fear. It's in my body, fill it in. Under the collarbone, fear. And under the arm, all this fear in my, fill it in. Okay, now just take a pause. You want that to integrate in a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Full body breath. And out. And just let yourself just feel what's shifted. The physical parts of your body. Do you feel calmer? Is your breath more expansive? Is the lump in your throat smaller? Right? Do you feel some relief somehow? Just noticing. And now test back to your fear of the unknown. What number are you at? And I'm imagining it's lower. If not, if your number stays the same, well, I'll say this. If your number goes higher, you might be connecting this fear to lots of things. And that's why it's really so important to focus on one thing. So that's one piece, a little troubleshooting there. And then if your number is still kind of around the same, maybe it dropped like a tiny bit, like a half a point, maybe 1 point, I would say you might not be on the right word for you. All right. So maybe even though the theme here is fear of the unknown, maybe your word of I'm frustrated or angry is a higher number. So that's really what you need to be focusing on. And you can just change it and do a new setup statement, even though I'm feeling angry because I have this fear of the unknown, or even though I'm frustrated because I know this fear of the unknown is keeping me from, and you can just make it your own that way. And then you would go through the points with that new word, right? Feeling frustrated or angry, right? And go through all the points and do that. Okay. But if you're on the right word, it should have dropped. considerably. And then you can ask yourself, what's still keeping it the number that it is? Journal all this out. Those are the things that need attention and need some tapping attention, or journaling attention, or meditating attention. And you can continue to keep doing more rounds of the same thing and just keep digging a little deeper and digging a little deeper. All right, so now I'm going to bring you into a taste of optimal EFT. So this is a spiritual, non-tapping form of EFT using unconditional love and a higher power to promote healing within. Excuse me, the founder of EFT, Gary Craig, got a channel download, and he really only uses the optimal version for about the last 10 years. So I marry all of this in my practice. So all you have to do is close your eyes and sit back in your chair and just receive a guided meditation. So you're bringing to mind for a moment what we're working on, your fear of the unknown, or your frustration, or your anger, or whatever it is, resentment, it could be. And you're just bringing it to mind and noticing your number or numbers on the words and how your body feels physically. And now I want you to come into imagining a loving moment. So for me, it's snuggling with my cat, the way that she, paws at my face, or, headbutts me, or really wants to snuggle and gives me her belly. It could be, how you hug or kiss someone in your family, or just maybe being at your favorite happy place that brings in warm and loving feelings inside. And just let that feeling of unconditional love expand in your body. And this is how we can connect to our higher power. And in this practice, we call her the unseen therapist. But you can use whoever you want. Jesus, Holy Spirit, God, doesn't matter. Imagine that the unseen therapist is with you right now, keeping you safe, filling you up with unconditional love, because her essence is only pure unconditional love. And she is going to help bring resolution to your fear of the unknown. So send it to her somehow. Imagine writing it down, or maybe you put it in a little box. Somehow you're handing it to her. I surrender this situation to you, and I'm asking for resolution so that I can get to my goal faster. And you can imagine what that is, or maybe you just say it out loud in a, loving and compassionate, grateful way, like a prayer. And now I'd like you to step into your goal and feel into the fear of the unknown and to all the feelings that are connected with it. And feel into the physical sensations that may come up with that. Just for a moment. And now you're going to come back into your loving moment. Right here and right now, you are safe. And now step into your fear of the unknown, to the goal that you want. Step into it. Feel into the fear and your other emotions that might be going along with it. And now come back to your loving moment. Expand this feeling in your body. You are safe here. Now step back into your goal, your fear of the unknown, and into your goal. And come back into your loving moment again. You are safe and supported here. And let's go one more time. Step into your goal and the fear of the unknown. And all of what is emotionally, physically connected to that. And now come back into your loving moment. Your higher power here is here with you. The unseen therapist is here with you, enveloping you in her pure, unconditional love. You might feel the need to give yourself a hug, or maybe you place your hands on your heart, right? You can imagine the unseen therapist doing that with you. Whatever feels right to give yourself some love, some grace, some kindness, some compassion, forgiveness, some acceptance for where you're at. And bring the loving feeling back into your heart space, like if your heart was a vacuum and it just kind of sucks this all into your heart space. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So now I'll ask you to rate what we've been working on a scale of 0 to 10. Where are you at? What did you notice? Did you have like, why did that thought pop in? Write it down. Why did that memory or event pop in? Write it down. There's always a connection. And we get divinely guided sometimes and we don't understand why. But these are all notes and things that you want to keep track of. So you can obviously keep doing the optimal exercise of going back and forth into the goal and, the situation and the fear and whatever the emotions are, and then coming back into your loving moment. And you can keep playing with that for as long as you want until you feel like you're complete. All right, so I really hope that this was helpful for you. And if you need any more personalized help to get to your goal faster, please just reach out. All right, bye for now.